Hello everyone, welcome to Kirisun webinar. Nice to meet you. This is William from Kirisun Tech and Service Department. I have been working in Kirisun for many years. Hope you could enjoy the time with us. Today, my topic is about the DMR solution. Firstly, please allow me to show some tips about the webinar. You have been muted during this webinar. We will be running a live Q&A at the end of this presentation. If you have any questions during the webinar, just write them to chat. The recording of the webinar will be reviewed when it is done, and you can download at the webinar page of our website. Now we will close the camera in order to have a smooth network connection. About the DMR solution, I will introduce three parts: Kirisun DMR solutions, DMR products, and the parts of successful cases we have done in the world. For Kirisun overseas DMR products and solutions overview, Kirisun has started to develop a series of DMR products and solutions since 2009 and keeps huge investment in research and development each year. Our product line today is more comprehensive and professional, especially in some special industries like firefighting, presence, securities, and public safety. Here, as you can see, Kirisun DMR solution includes full series of terminal, network, and application. Firstly, Kirisun provides different series terminals to meet different users, such as commercial market, low-tier professional market, and high-tier professional market. Like in DP4 and DP5 series radios focus on commercial market and some small projects, and the DP9 series radios focus on public safety, utilities. The ATEX radios focus on oil and chemical industries. Except terminals, we can supply the total DMR solution, including DMR Tier 2 IP connection solution, DMR Tier 3, DMR trunking solution, as well as wireless ad hoc solution, in order to comply with different requirements for different customers. Also, Kirisun DMR solutions have ability to integrate with other third-party platforms, such as body-worn camera, POC, through the IP API interface. And the following page, we will introduce our DMR Tier 2 solution. For Kirisun DMR IP connection solution, all our repeaters support IP connection solution function. It can work in line or wide network. It can support up to 64 repeaters in a network. The repeater working model can be analog or digital model. With IP connection between analog model and digital model, it will allow analog radio communicate with digital radios directly. Besides, it also allows cross VHF and UHF bind in an IP connection network to allow different band radios communicate together. AIS and SIP interface has been supported for your third-party application. For DS5000 DMR IP connections solutions, we also call it lead warrant. For IP connection solutions, we have two. One is DS5000 and the other one is DS5800. DS5000 we call it lead warrant with the simple topological structure based on repeater IP connection. There is no need to deploy the server. It only installs the software on your Windows PC and just do some simple configuration. Then it can work. With this system, you can make a voice service between dispatch and radios. It can show a real-time location of radios. Besides, all the data can be recorded. You can play back history voice and a tracking line. If your user only need to use one client dispatcher, DS5000 is a good idea and will be cost effective for them to select. DS5800 system adopts client per server structure. It's able to build up a system with different sizes and topology based on customer requirements. It can be configured as a smallest single-site system to a large multiple-site across-country network system. This system supports interconnection among 1,024 repeaters at most. It allows to deploy multiple and different layer dispatchers to manage the different users and groups, and the voice and data communication between different clients is also allowed. With DS5800, you can define different groups combined with different repeaters. With this function, a group call can only happen within one slot of repeater, or cross slot 1 and slot 2 in a repeater, or pass repeater of a system. Besides, 5800 rewards the interface to connect with POC system for your future upgrading. The following will introduce the key dispatcher features. These are main features of dispatcher function, which DS5800 support. If your user need multiple dispatcher clients, or the group capacity is larger and comprehensive, but their budget is limited, DS5800 with IP connection solution is an idea and cost effective for them. Except the standard and standard repeaters, we also provide single frequency repeater solution to expand our communication range in direct mode. We can choose DR700 backup with battery tap or TM840 mobile tap, or TM840 fixed base station with AC power supply according to your different requirements. It is using the DMR Tier 2 standard, so it's compatible with DMR Tier 2 radios from other manufacturers. Here is the application industries, such as hotel, supermarket, school, construction, mining, expressway, and forestry. Now I start to introduce the details about DMR Tier 3 trunking solutions. So if you are a high-end and professional network user, especially in public security, military, firefighting, energy, and the chemical industry, or you just want to build a nationwide network to have a strong dispatching function, or you have lots of portable but limited by the China's resource of DMR Tier 2. So that DMR Tier 3 is the ideal solution for you. Compared with DMR Tier 2, Tier 3 can provide more efficient use to China's and higher traffic density. It supports up to 100,000 of users. Here is the DMR trunking system topology graph. This system includes terminals, network management system, and dispatching system. So Kirisun DMR trunking system is using DMR Tier 3 open standard. It is compatible with terminals from other manufacturers. We have got the IOP certification from TED and Quota. In the trunking system, central node switch, we also call MSO, is a key device. It is used to interconnection among the base stations to provide multiple sites, providing mobility management for roaming among the sites. And it also provides secure communication with authentication, years check. It also provides the standard AIS and SIP interface for connection with telephone systems, POC, analog, and third-party dispatcher. To enhance the system reliability, a dual-port standby central node switch is supported. And in the right picture, you can see our base station. For base station, Kirisun adopts software controller design. That means each controller is as a license built in each repeater. Then each repeater can be used as control channel and the controller to save your cost and make sure the system's reliability. Besides, we use a distributed power supply design. So the AC power supply is built in each repeater to ensure one of them fault. It doesn't affect operation on other repeaters. We also reverse DC interface to connect with battery backup system. This is the main functions we have done in our dispatcher system. AIS interface is already for third party. We also can customize dispatcher development according to your projects and tenders requirements. And also it can support like voice recording, GIS, log management, main function of dispatcher. Here is the MS, is short for Network Management System. MS is used to check the working status, configure the parameters of base stations. It supports to add users and groups, define the core authorization, the core logs, videos online, offline standards, key or stun log also can be checked in the MS. For the digital trunking solution, we call KDT, and we have two versions. One is KDT Lite, the other one is KDT Pro. KDT Lite supports up to 16 sites. Each site supports up to 8 carriers. The whole system supports 9,600 users and the maximum 16 dispatcher clients. And also it can connect with PSTN and PBX interconnection. And for KDT Pro supports up to 256 sites. Each site supports up to 24 carriers. The whole system supports 100,000 users, 128 dispatcher clients, and the maximum PSTN and PBX interconnection quantity is 128. So you can choose different solution based on your different requirements. Kirisun trunking advantage, the multiple level security control. We have done ESN checking, authentication, E2E, encryption, AES and DES to ensure your communication security. And also accept multiple level security control. We also done the multiple level fault software design. Kirisun trunking solution is using multiple level fault software design. If the link failed to CNS or CNS failed, base station will fall back to single base station model. As single base station, it still can work. If control channel is failed, another repeater will be used to control as controller and control channel automatically. And if the link is failed, the system will fall back to single channel trunking model. So this is the multiple level fault software design. The other advantage is we support to upgrade from conventional to DMR trunking. That means if trunking system is a customer future plan, the current now they are using DMR tier 2 IP connection solution. And with our repeater, such as DR600 and TR850, it can do upgrading from DMR tier 2 to upgrade to DMR tier 3 without hardware changing. And this is the migration from analog to DMR trunking. Now, if our customer is still using analog conventional system or MPD trunking system, and now he wants to expand to our DMR trunking system, it can use our DMR DR600 repeater or GW800 MPD to DMR gateway to use the repeater and the gateway to connect to the current system to DMR trunking system. And the system, the current analog radios can still communicate with the new DMR trunking radios. This is convergency solution. Also, you can use our convergency gateway server to integrate with DMR tier 2 or to connect with POC, and also such to connect with body-worn camera system. It also can integrate with any other third-party application or system by the SIP and the AIS interface. Except the end-to-end solution for DMR Tier 3 trunking solution, we also have ability to provide set survey, coverage design, FAT, according to your project requirements. And here is the scenarios. Kirisun DMR Tier 3 solutions and terminals has been widely used in various industries, such as police, firefighting, big events security, electricity, railway, and airport, army. Here is we will introduce the digital wireless ad hoc repeater. For this, except traditional DMR fixed repeater and trunking solution, we also have digital wireless ad hoc repeater solution. In some emergency environment, such as desert, forest, there is no electricity, no network. So it is very difficult to set up repeater or trunking base station. But the coverage requirement is larger than range of our direct model. To solve these issues we mentioned, Kirisun released digital wireless ad hoc repeater MMesh 200. This repeater is with battery built in and established the link automatically. The digital wireless ad hoc repeater. Here's the main features for MMesh 200 ad hoc repeater. First, it's portable, small, and light design. It supports backpack and car installation. It supports up to 64 hops for larger communication range, and is using the DMR Tier 2 standard. It is compatible with all the DMR Tier 2 radios. The battery capacity is 17 ampere. The working time is up to 10 hours. And meanwhile, it also supports 4G or IP link as backup. When the coverage is out range of its wireless, it can use 4G or satellite as link. It complied with IP67 and military standard. The maximum transmit power is 20 watts. Later, about 5 or 6 pages, we will introduce the typical topological graph for the wireless ad hoc repeater solution. So here is a topological graph of ad hoc repeater. At the scene of disaster, parts of firemen equipped with ad hoc repeaters and put one repeater as an emergency command vehicle, which is connected with 4G or satellite network. And then it will inform the wireless communication automatically for field communication. And it also can support communication with command center. The key feature of ad hoc solutions are: first, it supports power on to automatically networking. No need to deploy electricity network. It can deploy a wireless network quickly. Also, it supports 64 hops. It can increase the node according to your coverage range requirement. Besides, with its light and backpack design, it supports both the backpack and fixed installation. The second typical application, firefighting rescue. Normally during fire, the infrastructure has been destroyed. Using ad hoc solution can help us to set up a temporary wireless communication network quickly, such as by the UAV, by the fire vehicle, and also like backpack by the fireman. And the third page we will introduce is the military drill. The military drill often happens in wild area, and this area is not fixed. In normal, there's no 4G network, no electricity. Ad hoc solution can help you to build up a wireless communication network quickly. And except the above three typical application, often this solution can be used in earthquake. In earthquake, the infrastructure has been totally destroyed. Communication is very important to rescue. Ad hoc solution is the best choice to build up a temporary wireless communication network quickly. And here is the typical application for salvage. It is very difficult to set up a standard repeater on the board, and the 4G network is weak in the sea. Now using ad hoc solution, it will be very easy to build up a temporary wireless network quickly during salvage, such as by the helicopters, by the boat. And the second page we will introduce is Kirisun DMR radios. We have lots of radios for different types, such as portable one, mobile, or fixed base station. First, we will introduce portable radio. DP405 is our most popular entry-level DMR radios in the commercial market. The annual sale quantity is more than 60,000 pieces, so it's very large in Kirisun production line. It supports full frequency bands with 100 million mAh battery. The working time is more than 15 hours. With standard ARC4 encryption, it can provide secure communication of the voice. Also, it can support customized channel annunciation, such as we can define the channel 1 as security, channel 2 as reception, channel 3 as warehouse. And except DP45, we also have DP48 series. One is with screen model, the other one is non-screen. Compared with DP45, DP48 series supports more functions such as GPS, mendown, roaming. So this can realize more application when used with IP connection solution to improve your customers' using experience and management efficiency. And the DP58 series. This series is low professional radios with higher working performance. With IP66 production level, DP58 series support more function than DP48 series, such as standard DSAS encryption, analog signaling, 2-tone, 5-tone DTMF MDC 1200, except for commercial market. This model is also suitable for you to bid some government projects. And the DP99 series is a high professional trunking radio. The model mainly for government, police, military, airport, and so on, with full function and application, such as DSAS and GPS, Bluetooth, local recording, roaming. It can meet most requirements of DMR tenders in the market. By the way, it also supports single frequency repeater model to expand your communication range in direct model. And this is DP810, the IS radio. DP810 is our newest IS radio, which is compliant with ATEX and IECE standards. The IS level is IIC. It supports both the DMR Tier 2 and DMR Tier 3 trunking model with IP68 and military design. DP810 meet your harsh working environment. To ensure your safety when working in flammable gases and combustible dust and other hazardous environment, DP810 adopts many special design on the hardware and structure, including separated component PCB design, silicon, encapsulating on PCB, anti-skid design on structure. With reliable and rich function and the highest IS level, it is thought this is a very good idea radio when using in oil, gas, chemical firefighting industries. Now we will introduce our mobiles. We have two mobiles, DMR mobile radios. DM588 is for low-tier professional market. With its compact size, 1.8-inch color screen design, and rich functions such as DSAS encryption, analog signaling, GPS roaming. This model is widely used for both commercial market and some parts of government tenders. TM840 is a high professional trunking radio, mainly for government, police, military, airport, and so on. It has 25 watts 45 watts power options with full functions and applications. For example, DS, AS, GPS, Bluetooth, roaming. So this mobile can meet most requirements of DMR tenders. Besides, it also supports single frequency repeater mode to extend coverage range in direct mode. In the back, it also has external 26-pin connectors. These can be used for secondary development. And in following the third part, we will introduce some successful cases we have done in different industries all over the world. We have done a lot of successful cases for public safety. We keep win tender for police in India more than 5 years. More than 30,000 pieces DP5, DP9 series are using in Indian police department. We have provided more than 4,000 pieces DP7 series for Jordan and Pakistan Army. Last year, we won the firefighting department tenders in 21 provinces in China. More than 100,000 pieces IS radios and trunking radios have been provided in Chinese firefighting department, police, and presence department. We also win a lot of tenders in other countries, such as Czech, Morocco, Sri Lanka. In utilities, we have done in petrochemical industry, electric power, transportation, education, such as DMR trunking solutions for national electric power in South Africa. Also, DMR trunking solutions for mining industry in Canada and South Africa. DMR Tier 2, DMR Tier 3 solutions for more than 30 chemical factories in south of China. We also have some cases for industrial and commercial market. With Kirisun cost-effective DMR solution, Kirisun DMR commercial series radios and repeaters are widely used in commercial market, such as securities, the security company in Turkey, and the security company in South Africa called Fidelity, and more than 10,000 pieces DP45 radios each year used in the largest real estate company, Evergrande Group in China. Also, some other cases in Holiday Inn, Hilton hotels. Okay, now is today's most exciting time. You can see what's the surprise we mentioned in the beginning of this webinar. So for our customers, you can get the very attractive price for DMR trunking promotion kit. This promotion kit including 2 carrier base station, dispatcher software, network management software, and 4 portable radios, DP9 series, and 1 mobile radio. What are you waiting for? With this kit, you can try all the functions of our DMR trunking solution. So if you are interested, after the show after the webinar, please contact our sales for details. Thank you. Okay, now let's move to the QA part and have a look of the questions together. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I have received one question from this customer about the encryption. Can the customer write his own algorithm in the encryption? For the up to 200 and our DMR products support 3-bit. Okay, no, wait, he's typing. Our DMR products support 3-bit encryption. ARC4, AES-DS. Customers can set the encryption by themselves. The customer, if okay, okay, we can answer you for our encryption. Now we support is the standard ARC4 and the AES-DS 256 bit. So if you have another algorithm to connect with our DMR radio, we support. We can discuss, because in previous time we have did some cases such as in Pakistan. We have do some private encryption for them. So this is no problem on our tech. Just we can talk. You can talk to our sales. We can discuss case by case. Okay, the second question is, when will you launch AirTag's VHF portable radios? For this, this is a good question. We launched the UHF AirTag's radio. I think in our R&D plan, we will release the VHF AirTag's radio next year. But for the detailed time, you can contact us and we can inform you for the first time. Now, not very sure about the detailed time. The third question is, do we need to have some approvals for importing the AES 256-bit encryption license for the radios? And this is, I think, for these questions, for the AES 256-bit encryption, this is optional. That means once you need these functions, you need to buy the license, and after that you can make the radio available, and then you can write the bit for the encryption. Okay, the first question, do you provide also end-to-end encryption? The answer is The answer is yes. We can provide end-to-end encryption, such as I mentioned in the PowerPoint. Such as the AIC for AES, DES, or the encryption is end-to-end encryption. The fifth question, your single frequency repeater mobile radio, does it needs to a software license like with the Hatera MD785i, this model? The answer is for our single frequency repeater mobile radio for this. The single frequency repeater model needs hardware to support. So that means if you buy the mobile radio of the single frequency, it's different hardware from the normal mobile radio. So you need to buy the different hardware and license. And for Hatera, this model, if this model is supporting the DMR Tier 2 standard protocol, it can work with our single frequency repeater model. The seventh question is, what types of power source your repeater use? Okay, good question. For our repeater, we support to connect with the AC power. We also can connect with the power supply. Two options.
About what types of the power source your repeater use. For the standard repeater, we have the two options. For the DR600 and the TR850, we built in the AC power supply, so it can connect to the AC directly. Also, we have the DC interface reverse to connect to the battery. The power is the power the DC voltage is 13
wattage.
30 wattage. For our single frequency backpack repeater, we built in the battery inside, so you don't need to connect to the outside power.
Last question.
How long between okay. Next one is, could you please tell me the coverage range between the MH ad hoc repeater? It's very difficult to say what the range. In our test experience, is we use the two ad hoc repeater test in Shenzhen City. The total range is 70 kilometers. It depends on the using environment. Maybe only 5 kilometers between the two ad hoc, maybe the 100. if you put the ad hoc repeater on the top of the mountain or on the UVA. Okay. Next one is, can we include customized encryption? Yes, but this is the customized way. You need to discuss these requirements with our regional sales. We have a successful case for this. We have done the customized encryption for our customer from Pakistan. We did the customized encryption for the Pakistan customer, use the military stand. Okay.
Okay, all the questions are answered. So thank you very much for your listening. The webinar recording will be put at the webinar page on our website. Welcome to download it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.